Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. We're back talking about the LEC offseason once again. Obviously, free agency started a couple days ago. We've been seeing a ton of crazy new stories coming in. A lot of the questions that we had previously have been answered, but a lot of them still have not. And Rekkles is one of those big questions that has still not made an official move yet, but we do have a new update about him today, his situation. We have some more answers slowly but surely, and that's what we're going to be going through today. But before we get into that, I just want to mention real quick, we do have a $25 RP giveaway going on right now. It's going to be the first link in the description below, and it's going to be taking place on Thanksgiving Day, so you still have some time to get entered. You still have some time to get signed up. It's my way of giving thanks back to you guys for all the insane support we've been seeing on the channel recently. So yeah, if you're interested in that, get signed up. If not, here we go, getting right into this one. As you can see, just a couple hours ago, ZSXZ tweeted out the latest rumor that he's hearing, which is G2 crownshot, 65% chance, G2 upset, 30% chance, and G2 Rekkles down all the way to a 5% chance. Now, ZSXZ is a guy over in Europe. He does have some European connections and rumors and stuff, and this is actually something that a couple of the other accounts are tweeting out as well. So I think this is pretty interesting because, as I was saying, a lot of people were kind of expecting Rekkles to leave. I know Jacob Wolf had said, what is Rekkles waiting for? Like, since Rekkles hasn't signed yet, that's probably not a great sign for Fnatic because Fnatic has the rest of their roster. Nothing's changing. What's going on? But then we kind of heard some more stories like, oh, Fnatic is offering Rekkles a really, really monster long-term contract. It sounds like they're trying to not lock Rekkles up for like the next 3 years. They're trying to offer him a lot of money. There's obviously speculation maybe giving him potential ownership. I don't know. It'll be insane. I've heard it's going to be a big, big deal they're throwing at him. So that was going to be hard for Rekkles to turn down. Obviously, there was the other rumor that Rekkles asked Fnatic to go get Niski for the mid lane. So if Rekkles is making, making asks like that, and they're also doing it for him, it'd be weird for him to leave at that point. So then a lot of people started swaying back towards the sides of maybe Rekkles is going to stay. We had heard that Fnatic was giving Rekkles until November 19th to decide. It's obviously still November 18th, so maybe we'll hear this official news later today. Maybe we'll hear it tomorrow. But there are some sources saying that it seems like G2 Rekkles is almost dead unless there's a last minute push, unless there's a big offer thrown out by G2, or unless Rekkles makes a crazy decision that people are not really expecting. So I do think that is really interesting. We also have this account, JP Flygon, tweeting out, apparently the contracts of G2 crownshot and schalke 04 upset are closed, so it seems like they're getting very close to finalizing those deals. It sounds like G2 is getting ready to give up on Rekkles as well, because it sounds like they expect him to stay with Fnatic, and that's pretty crazy that it will be G2 crownshot. That'll be really interesting. It'll be crazy to see how he fits in with that team, how he's able to perform, if he can perform at that world-class level, because when you're in G2, those are the expectations right away, that you're going to be competing for MSI titles, for world titles, and yes, crownshot has looked very good, but that's a big step up to just get thrown into the international stage like that and see how he's able to perform. Also, schalke 04 upset, that's going to be a big move as well. Obviously, people have been wondering where Rekkles, crownshot, and upset are all going to go, and they're all so linked to each other that once one makes a decision, it kind of makes the rest of the dominoes fall in place. With the money from perks that already fell, they used it to cover the offer for crownshot. Obviously, G2 got a ton of money over for perks. It's rumored to be like $3.5 million. That's plenty to cover the contract of crownshot, and with that, obviously that's opening up upset to then, if he's not going to Fnatic or G2, he can move over to schalke, which will be a big change for all those teams, all getting very high level AD carries. There's still maybe changes if Rekkles goes crazy, obviously, and then we see Flygon tweeting out the same thing of 65% for G2 crownshot, 30% for G2 upset, 5% for Rekkles. Schalke's treating upset as certain, which explained why they dropped their academy for negotiations, but Inex, Sleeping, and Lurox can continue if they do not find rookies that they want. So yeah, pretty interesting, pretty crazy update. Again, nothing is official yet, but it's seeming more and more likely that Rekkles is going to be staying. We heard yesterday that they have made a massive offer. They're making it hard for Rekkles to leave, even though G2 is the more likely option for just winning in the short term. Fnatic's a team, they have Self-Made, they have Whippo, they have Hillsang, they can build for the future. Just because G2 might be better right now, Fnatic and Europe in general has always been so good at developing talent and taking next steps and really building up rosters, and Fnatic was one game away from knocking out top esports and being a top 4 team in the world last year too. And there are a lot of people out there that think Niski is going to play that roaming facilitative style and really enable Rekkles and Self-Made to really take their games to the next level, which is maybe something that Nemesis wasn't able to do last year. So if Rekkles does think that Niski is an upgrade over Nemesis in the mid lane, and Self-Made believes that as well, then this could be a really scary team. This could be a top 4 team in the world next year, even if they're not necessarily better than G2. There is a possibility for them to take down G2, especially if crownshot comes in and doesn't fit into that lineup exactly how they're expecting. This is pretty crazy. It's pretty interesting. Again, G2 Rekkles seemed more and more likely, but now it's shifting the other way. Fnatic, Rekkles, 95% chance of happening according to the sources. That's what we're hearing right now. That is the latest rumor, but again, nothing official. Hopefully we hear something official later tonight, maybe tomorrow. I'm expecting it tomorrow at the very latest, so be looking out for that. And if as soon as we hear something, you're going to hear it from me. I'll have a video posted about that for sure. But that's pretty much everything for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about all these moves? Do you think Rekkles is making the right decision staying with Fnatic, or do you think he should go to G2? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to update on the latest content. Check me out over at Twitch, twitch.tv/I_am_germ. First link in the description below is going to be the $25 RP giveaway. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.